What's up, everyone, and welcome down to the vault. What's up, Walt? How we doing today, man?
Heavy. It's going to be a heavy.
Red Run left you alone, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He did.
See, he knows you now. It's all good. He didn't fuck with me either.
No,
yeah, it's going to be a heavy one. This is a heavy one. And I actually was fortunate enough 2 weeks ago to play with them in Slaughter Q in Atlanta. We're going to do, well, we don't do record reviews. We do records that we like.
That's right.
And we talk about records we like because there's no review on it. If I like it, I talk about it. And this one is no different. This is Exhorder, Mourn the Southern Skies. And they only have...
Came out September 20th.
Right, but they only have 2 records before this. They have...
3 total.
Well, this is the 3rd one. I'm just saying.
Well, this record...
Slaughter in the Vatican was 90.
And 92 was the law.
But it's been, 27?
27 years.
But let me tell you something. This one's on Nuclear Blast. If you haven't heard this, go check this record out because
it's a pure thrash album.
This is a great thrash record, but there is a lot of rock and roll undertones on this album. And remember we were going through the song list and I was saying a lot of it sound like very Southern rock, some UFO-ish.
It has a Southern twist in there.
Definitely.
And like you said, you could hear some UFO, but it's sped up.
I can hear some Exodus in there too, man.
I can hear that too.
I can hear some, but I'm just saying.
How many thrash bands are there? But, when you get to this level, these guys are really good thrash bands. You know what I mean?
Well, they've been around.
There's a million thrash bands.
They've been around a while. They've kind of reformed in the last couple of years and then just redone this new record. I have a story about Vinny. They had a guitar player named Jay after this kind of split up, and Exodus split up in 93. I was looking for some members, and they actually flew out from New Orleans to kind of start a project with me. It really didn't go that far, maybe a couple of rehearsals long, but it was kind of a long-distance band. It was hard to do. Well, it was kind of a long-distance band we didn't do. But I always kept my eye open for this one. But
do you think in today's world, though, with the technology has changed, you probably could have done it easier in today's world than back then, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely. You didn't have what you had back then. Now, but I'm just saying this is a solid record from top to bottom. This is a thrash metal record. Thrash metal fans, you cannot go wrong with this one.
And Kyle Thomas has a great voice, huh?
And him and Vinny are the only original guys, right?
Yes. And
Talk
he's
about
also the executive producer.
No, Vinny's the master at anything. Vinny is Exhorder, definitely. Him and Kyle have definitely kept, although Jason's been in the band for quite some time with them.
Jason Vibrux, he's bass and currently
also in
Heathen and Grip Inc.
Yep,
he's been in that band, and you got Sasha Horn. He was drums for Forbidden for a little bit. And Marzi Montezeri, he's the guitar.
Super Joint Ritual.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you get. I think that's where they get that last song.
The last song is actually I thought very, very Super Joint Ritual.
It's actually the title track, and it's Mourn the Southern Skies, and it has. It's a change of pace. Put at the end of the album.
I'll say this record has great hills and valleys on it. Not every song is like da-na-na-na-na, but there's a lot of that. It's got a good good grind. Yes, the sequence is awesome. I just mean hills and valleys. Like not everything sounds the same, and the riffing on it and the guitar work and the vocal work are just really done.
And the opening song is My Time.
I like that song. I like
the first single off
the album.
A lot of people saw that video that they did way before the album came out, and we're commenting how it's important to release a really good song if you haven't played in 27 years.
No, you got to catch everybody.
And it captured a lot of people's,
But this is a strong record.
Good hype going.
This record is really strong. I think that if for me for a thrash metal record, I wanted to have some intricacies, some really good playing on it. I want some good vocal lines, and I think the lyrical content in it was really interesting as well. I like the song titles. I like some of the lyrical ideas that they have. I like the way he sings in a lot of the songs.
And it's not the same. He's changed.
No. That's the great. I said hills and valleys. That means there's a great blend of a lot of different heavy metal.
We were talking about this, and, you have the Bay Area thrash, and it's different than the East Coast thrash. But now this is New Orleans, and it's got this Southern
I don't know about
flavor
now because if you were to, I think this really goes back to their roots. And if you know Pantera's idea, they took that from these guys.
A lot of conjecture that they got their sound from Pantera.
But go listen to this band's album, Slaughter in the Vatican, because that's how I got turned on to Exhorder. And I think a lot of this record exemplifies, you know what I mean, definitely of what they did there.
It's definitely changed and the production and everything is just like of today's age, and we know you get good production nowadays.
Yeah. Sounds
bands
crisp.
Can sound the way they want to.
Great rhythm guitar tone, you know, great lower end. The vocals are just screaming on this record. So, yeah, I like it. Run through some of the tracks, Walt.
Oh, sure. My Time is the opener. Asunder, Hollowed Sounds, Beware the Wolf, Yesterday's Bones, All She Wrote, Rumination. Great metal
song titles, man.
The Arms of Man, Ripping Flesh.
I love that. That one's so fast.
And the title track, Mourn the Southern Skies.
I love that. It's like, Choose Your Weapon or Open Season, Ripping Flesh. Just very fast and thrashy. So, again, a thrash metal record with tons and tons of hills and valleys on it. This one is really good.
A strong album.
Very, very strong. If you have not heard Exhorder, go get this record. Mourn the Southern Skies. It's out on Nuclear Blast right now. I'm sure you can go to YouTube or Spotify and check these guys out. If you're you're thrash with chunky like Exodus and very violent, you like this record.
A lot of great albums this year. This is a good year for metal.
Year for record. I'm telling you. I mean, a lot. We've done lucky. The Overkill, the Hatred,
Death Angel,
Possessed, Death Angel. Everybody's putting out a. Wow.
And we're still waiting for Testament and Exodus.
Well, the Testament was done. We're just still waiting for
2020. But, hey, that's right around the corner, right?
It's right around the corner, guys. Telling you right now.
So it's coming.
It's coming. Believe me. So not to say
and
that
the Testament album's in the can.
Yeah, well, the Exodus is not, but it will be. And but we're here for the Exhorder record. Anything else on this one?
No, it's a must-buy.
Must-buy. Go get this one. Let me know what you think, of course, in the comments, because I want to know. And share this with other people, and remember to subscribe to us because we love when you do that.
Yeah, we hope it's sooner than 27 years for their next one, right?
I hope so. Well, I think if there's any signs of what these guys are doing, they got a lot more into them and ready to go.
I think they're ready to do it again, after this strong of an album coming out.
Definitely. Go check out Exhorder, and we'll see you in the vault real soon.